Welcome everyone. Today we have another new episodes and I'm going to discuss about IoT, which is very much important for present situation. The Internet of Things is a broad term team used to describe device, sensors and everyday items which are not ordinary consideration to be computers, but which have internet connectivity and computing capability. This objective include consumer goods, cars and truck and industrial components, wearable health monitors, and collections on devices working together to create concepts such as smart city and smart home. The object collect data from their surroundings, which are then transmitted and remotely analyzed to create new insight, delivery services, and control order item. It is projected that there will be 100 billion connections IoT services by 2025. The potential for tremendous growth, innovations, applications, and service is a testament to the open natures of the internet architecture and design, and which does not place limits on the kinds of devices or service that can connect to all. There remain significant challenges associated with the IoT which must be addressed in order to technology to reach its full potential. These challenges include the issue of security, privacy, interoperability and standards, as well as regulatory and right issues and the readiness of emerging economics to adopt it. The connections concept of connecting objects and items to the internet is not new. The first everyday item to be controlled over the internet emerged in the early 1990s and set the stage for today's Internet of Things. How people and institutions interact with the internet in their personal, social, and economical life is changing. The Internet of Things may represent a shift in how users engage with and are immersed by the internet. For example, today internet experience is largely characterized by user actively downloading and generating content through their computers and smartphone, but this might be about to change. Many Internet of Things devices are designed to operate in the black background. This device send and receive data on a user behalf with little human interventions or even awareness. Both are designed to control objective and physical assets in the world, such as vehicles and buildings, or to monitor human behavior. It is projected that there are 100 billion connections IoT devices by 2025. If the projectors and trend about the IoT become reality, we should be wise to consider the implications of a world in which most common interaction with the internet comes from passive engagement with connection objectives rather than active engagement with content. For example, government may want to ensure that their policies keep pace with the rapidly changing environment. While the Internet of Things is not a particular new idea from the technical perspective, the growth and the maturity of the Internet of Things will present both new benefits and new challenges that will require shift in policy approaches and strategies. Privacy and data security policy should be considered that reflect how the technology is evolving and its potential impact on user policies that promotes internet infrastructure and the efficient use of wireless spectrum, data center development and user empowerment and the choice are critical to evaluations of internets of things. Other policy arms may be also benefit from the review. The Internet of Things devices will likely touch most aspects of our lives and are likely to be installed in our homes, workplace, schools, hospital, and other public places. Challenges. A number of challenges need to be addressed in order for the Internet of Things potential benefit for individual, society, and economics to be fully realized. Security. Internet of Things devices present new and unique security challenge. Collaboration approaches to IoT security will be needed to develop effect and appropriate solution that are will suited from the scale and complexity of the issues. Devices and services with weak security are vulnerable to cyber attack and can expose user data to shift. Because of increasing number of IoT devices, online increase the number of potential security vulnerabilities. This is a key IoT challenge to be addressed. Manufacturers are frequently present with the economic and technical challenges when building and maintaining robust security features in IoT devices. Ensuring lifetime security in IoT products and services must be a fundamental priority to maintaining overall users' trust in the technology. Users need to be trusted that IoT device and related data service are secure, especially as this become more preservance and integrated into our daily life. Privacy. The ability to collect, analyze, transform data driven much of value of IoT device and services. However, this data can be used to paint details and invisible profile of users. This raises concern about potential increase in surveillance and tracking and the amount of sensitive data that can be collected by the devices operation in our homes, business and public environment. Sometimes the devices collect data around about divided without their knowledge or information constant. IoT devices that collect data about people in one jurisdictions may transmit the data to another jurisdictions for data storage and processing. Challenges can arise if the data collected is deemed to be personal or sensitive and is subject to data protecting law in multiple jurisdictions. Enabling cross-border data flows that protects privacy and promote legal certainty for users and IoT service providers will be key to promoting the global growth of the IoT. Strategies need to be developed that promoted transparency, fairness, user choices, data collections, and handling enhance user privacy rights and expectations across a range of preference and foster innovation in new technology and services. Interoperability and standard. Today, marketing effort a variety of technical approaches to the IoT. Some companies see strategic advantage to developing priority ecosystem, while others are developing their own approaches because common technology do not yet exist. A wide range of companies, industry group, and researchers are working on approaches that create greater IoT interoperabilities and standard. The Internet Society believe that greater interoperabilities and the use of generic opens voluntary and widely available standard as a technical building blocks for IoT device and services will support greater user benefit and innovation and economic opportunity. This is because interoperability is among IoT device and data stream can encourage innovations and provide efficiency for device manufacturing and user thereby increasing overall benefit and economic value. Regulatory, legal, and right issues. The rapid rate of change in IoT technology could outputs that ability to of associated policy, legal, and regulatory structure to adopt. For example, if someone is harmed as a result of an IoT device actions or innovations, who is responsible? The answer is often complicated, and in many instances, there is not enough case law to support positions. This can raise potential human rights concerns regarding the preservance of social monitoring, the second uses of data by the governments, and the access to data from personal IoT devices by the law enforcement as evidence in legal actions, among other challenges issues. Given the broad natures of IoT regulatory and policy challenges, a collaboration government approach to policy development that rises on input and participation by a range of stakeholders is indeed for the best outcome. Emerging economy and development issues. The IoT holds significant promise for delivering social and economical benefit to emerging and developing economies in areas such as sustainable agriculture, water qualities and use, healthcare, industrialization, climate monitoring, environmental management. However, developing religious presents unique challenges related to the deployments, growth, implementations, and use of technology. These challenges include the development of adequate internet and the basic communication infrastructure in rural, remote area, incentive for investment, and local participations in the development of IoT solution. The Internet Society urges government to take the following steps to accommodate and foster IoT deployment, promote internet and data infrastructure growth. Government should review their existing internet infrastructure in light of the potential increased data communication need of IoT devices. For example, considering removing a burden on some equipment taxes or license requirements to encourage the development of the new data center and physical infrastructure. Encourage IP5V6 development. IPv6 is an enabling technology for internet growth, and it will become even more critical as the IoT thrives up the number of connected devices. For example, government should consider marketing IPv6 adaptations a national priority and engage with stakeholders in their community to encourage IPv6. European Open Values IoT Standard. The use of open values and widely available standard as a techniques building block for IoT devices will support greater use benefit innovations and economic opportunity. For example, government should refer for mandating technical approaches to the IoT. Instead, government should encourage industry, research, and other stakeholders to work together and develop open consensus-based standards that support interoperability. Adapt a collaborations multitask holder approach to IoT policy discussions. The IoT is a challenges area of policy maker as it is rapidly developing environment and in technology spans many industries and uses. As a result, collaboration governments approach that draw on the expertise and engage of a wide range of stakeholders will be needed to develop effective solutions. The Internet Society believes that policies should aim to promote user ability to connect, speaks, innovate, share, choose, and trust in a manner that both promote innovation and enable user rights. Encourage a collaborative approach to IoT security. Participating in the IoT space should adopt a collaborative approach to security by assuming responsibility, sharing best approach, and listen learn. Encouraging dialogue on security issues and emphasize the development of flexibility, shared secure solution that can adapt and evaluate a threat and challenge over the time. IoT security is a collective responsibility of all who develop and use IoT device. IoT security policy should thus focus on empowering player to address security issues close to whether they occur rather than centralize IoT security among a few, while also represent the fundamental papers of the internet and user rights. Encourage responsible design practices for the IoT services. Thank you. If you have any kind of a question regarding this IoT, you can ask me. Today, billions of Internet things devices are already connected to the Internet and transformation of our life. However, the recent confluence of the key technology and the market trends is uses in a new reality for the Internet of Things. With something on the horizon, a fully interconnected, smart world with relationship between objectives and the people objectives and their environment becoming more tightly intertwined. While the potential benefits are significant, there are serious challenges that must be addressed so that we can maximize the benefit while reducing the risk, particularly in the area of security, privacy, interoperability, and standard legal, regulatory, and right issues, and the inclusion of emergence economy. The Internet of Things involve a complex and evolved set of technology, social, and policy considerations which require input from a diverse set of stakeholders, finding solutions which requires informal engagement, dialogues, and collaboration across a range of stakeholders to plot the most effective way forward. These are the basic and fundamental things of IoT. So if you have any kind of question regarding IoT, you directly can communicate with me. Thank you.